What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting to you from the D. Let's talk about Pop the Balloon. And it's not because of a viral moment this time. It's because the creators of the show are trying to roll out a program to basically censor reaction channels. So let's get into this a bit more. They rolled out some creator partner program, reaction channel partner program, whatever you want to call it. You apply for it, and if you're accepted, you have to follow X guidelines, Y guidelines, and you split the revenue with them. It just kind of reminds me of what the Fine Bros tried to do. Was like 10 years ago. It was like 2014, 2013. So yeah, it might be more like 11, 12 years ago. But remember, the Fine Bros tried to just copyright reacting, period. If you reacted to anything, you were going to have to give them money. It was just absolutely absurd. And, I'm not going to say that. People were saying they were greedy, and they were trying to use their ethnicity of why they were doing this. And just, I don't know, man. It was look, I guess every group have their stereotypes, and that's the stereotype for their group. But this went over terribly. They ended up repealing it because it was just this mass boycott, man. Back then, if you guys remember, back then, the YouTube follower count, when you were unsubscribing, you could see it happening in real time. So people would like make an event out of this. They'd be doing streams, watching the number of their subs plummet in real time. That was fun times. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. YouTube, of course, because we can never have any fun. They changed the way the counter works so that you couldn't see that anymore. But that was a very effective way to boycott. You know, if you saw the numbers on your videos dropping, if you saw your subscriber count free falling, whatever it was you were doing, it was definitely sure to make them course correct. Nonetheless, here we are. Some people say that this is for control, it's not for money. No, I think it's for both, because when it comes to control, when I clicked on the link to apply, as they call it, there was a lot of jargon where you're agreeing to, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't do this, you can't do that, as in you can't say anything negative about the guest. Why? You're not allowed to go to their Facebook or IG profiles, basically. Why? No, that's absolutely ridiculous. Why would somebody agree to that? Because a lot of times the reaction channels, they will do that because the women will be on the show capping. All right, they'll be on their thought extraordinaires talking about how they want some God-fearing man, and then you go click on they IG profile, and they up there a straight up 304. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So I'm sorry, if you out in public and you capping and people discover you capping, they're going to call you out on it. So you can't take that away. That's part of the entertainment element, is exposing how these chicks be on there saying one thing and doing another. I mean, the fact that your IG is what it is, and then have the gall to go on a dating show and perp like you something else, as if we can't just simply click on your profile and discover you on some BS, is absurd. That deserves to be exposed. So you would essentially be agreeing to no longer do that, and that's not acceptable. So I don't think anybody's going to sign up for this. I think anybody with a reaction channel is going to fight this. People have already been fighting this with reaction channels. I've seen several who managed to dispute the copyright claims and get them overturned. So I don't think that this, what they're doing, I don't think it's going to gain any grounds. Like in the case of the Fine Bros, it's going to fail. The Fine Bros was a bit more egregious, sure, but just because this isn't as egregious as them doesn't mean it's nonetheless egregious. So this isn't going to go anywhere. You can't tell people how they can react to stuff. Like, really, I mean, think about it. If you're going to react to our content, it has to be under these terms. Like, no, piss off. Like, no one's going to follow that. And if they do this and they get away with it, what's to stop other bad actors from doing it? You react to this and you react to that. Now they're going to start trying to make their own speech controlling parameters, behavior controlling parameters that they are going to try to enforce. So no, I don't think that YouTube has room for anything like this. I don't think people should support it in any way, shape, or form. And I don't think that they will support it in any way, shape, or form. Now for the money side of it. Well, listen, a lot of people don't actually go to the Pop the Balloon channel. They watch Pop the Balloon via their favorite content creator reacting to it. And I know this because I'm one of those people. I've never watched their stuff. I've never been to their channel to watch their stuff. Anytime I've watched their content, it's been someone reacting to it, or it's been a random clip that's being shared around the internet. It's went viral in some sort of way. So they're not stupid. They've seen that reaction channels get tens of thousands of views, and in some cases, hundreds of thousands of views reacting to their stuff. So even though they're getting millions of views per video, if they can get presumably those eyes from the reaction channels coming right to the source, they want to do that. So it's absolutely about money as well. So as I said, both things can be true. Now, there's this. I found out that before, and I didn't know this before because I didn't watch their stuff. I didn't really keep up with them. But they were once encouraging reaction channels to cover their stuff. And I think the reason why they were doing that is because the reaction channels were helping to bring eyeballs to their product. The reaction channels are largely why they kept going viral the way that they did. So now that you've gotten into a position to where you don't feel like you need the reaction channels anymore, you basically want to stomp them like cockroaches. Come on now, that's pretty crappy. That's a really lame bait and switch. So you're going to encourage them to react to your stuff because at one point this was turning into a money-making machine you never could have imagined that it would turn into. And now that it's rolling independently and you don't need them as much, now we want to try to control their voices. No, that's really shitty. I'm sorry. And I don't think it's going to work. I think that reaction channels are going to fight this. They've been fighting it. They're going to keep fighting it and fight it. They should. So I'm going to leave it there, you guys. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. And hit me in them comments. I'm going to holler at y'all soon. Peace.